Isn't that music the best thing ever? I'm just going to torture you guys with that now. Anyway, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for KFLive number 184. Tonight, our guest will be Aries EDC. So come on in, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log TV, Choo Choo, Charlie Brown, me and you, and let's get going. Okay, fine. Hello, Donald Malinkovich. Hello, Dan Kimmin. Hello, Jim Miller, channel member and moderator. Hey, Gnarly Charlie. Hello, El Cap, moderator. Hello, Donald. I already said that, but hello again. Hello, Kevin Smith and Knives. Thanks for being a channel member. Michael Morgan is in the house. What is up? And so is Mick Ranger and Justin, Ohio. Very, very cool. Pareto is in here, and he's a channel member. Christopher Wheeling as well. Thank you for your support. And Kathleen Smith just came in, and I am doing good, and I hope you are as well. You like that, huh, Keith? Keith likes the duck music. It's called duck something. I don't know. Hello, David Tooley. Thanks for being a channel member as well. Good to see you. I think I got everybody so far. Fred the Lug is here. Fred, hello, sir. Good to have you here. Hello, Gons. Good to see you as well. Lots and lots and lots of folks coming in on the channel. Let's move this like that. All right, cool. That's better. Joe Kasparek is in. Tim B has come in. Yeah, I'm the early bird, all right. I do not eat worms, though. Nope, not at all. But good to have you here, Tim. Hope you're doing good today, sir. I know things aren't perfect, but yeah, we're here to put a smile on your face. Hopefully, we'll see if that will work out. You can laugh at me if you don't want to laugh with me. All right, let's get rolling because I'm going to open whatever's in this box right here before Aries shows up at 8. So let's get going, and I will show what I've got in my pocket today. You guys can start listing yours. First one for me is the Tempest Fractus in the blue sky version with the S90V Dirty Blade. Golly, I got to clean it. And Arctic Storm Fat Carbon and Titanium. Very cool. Who's that guy with the beard? Where's Casey? What's up, Derek? I am the guy with the beard. Sorry, Derek. Second knife in the pocket today is the Tempest Microjet. These are dropping on the 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern at TempestKnives.com. I have updated the website, except a couple things I got to change. But other than that, it is ready to go. There is Anasso. There is, who else did I see? I saw somebody else. And then Ouchie's here. What's up? Guys, go ahead and start putting your pocket checks up. There we go. I see one. Mick Ranger, purple aluminum sheepdog. Sheepdog. Very cool. Thank you, Mick, for sharing. Very, very cool. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. I am not studious, but if it makes me look that way, then that's good. Hey, Kirby, what's going on? Hey, James. Yep. All right. We sword fin in the pocket today for John, the engineer. Welcome, John. Good to see you. Next knife is the Tanasi Lake Teardrop in blue. Gotta love it, from our friends at Rosecraft. Mr. Kinman, hey, Bassmaster, doing good. Mr. Kinman has Civivi X1 and Baby Banter today, and a scary mask and a big knife in his thumbnail there. I didn't mean it. All right. Hey, Cash's EDC, what's up? Gons has a McNeese Mac 2 today. Awesome. Jim's got a Knives Fast blue Jetstream, blue Aries EDC Rockhopper, Rosecraft Tanasi Lake Teardrop in blue. Prado has the Tempest Knives lineup right here. The Gravity Knife lineup as well. Nice. Got a little bit of everything cool. Thank you for that. Mick says this sheepdog was in my Ultimate Steel. Got it for $60 during knife week, and I love it. Nice. Hey, Michael McCoy. A knife? What's a knife? Charlie says he's got a Kaiser Towser S, Rough Rider Winterbone Dyer Wolf Slip Joint, and the Dusty Devil in Ultim, you know. Very cool, Charlie. All right, did we already get everybody? I don't think so. Kathleen's got a Little Bro Jack and a Microburst and an Aries Pedal. Great carry, Kathleen. Mr. Freak Show is in the house, channel member and moderator. A Fractus and a Firestorm Microjet, plus all my other usual stuff today. Very cool. Nice. Hope that Microjet is cutting it up at work. I know you sent me a video and I still haven't shared it yet. Like a dodo. Hey, Angela, what's up? Hey, Brian, not Byron. Gee whiz, Casey, you suck. Archbishop 3.0 Kaiser Comet Phoenix LD30. David said, and that was all for Joe Kasparek, channel member. David Tooley, I'm sitting here flicking, and otherwise admiring my Tempest Jetstream, Pinion, and Microburst. Thank you for being a channel member and sharing your carry. Kevin Smith has a Milwaukee Fastback in the hand all day long and a mini Militaw in the pocket. Nice. Aries t-shirt. There you go, Jim. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sucky. No, you don't have to run. Freak Show, you need to make better choices, like wearing your seatbelt. Fred's got a blue Fractus and a Gavco Custom in Blurple. Nice, Fred. Sorry about that, dude. They go too fast sometimes. Kubi Supercell and an old traditional Schrade slip joint for Michael, I should say. Very cool. Nice carry as well. Mr. Michael McCoy, thanks for being a channel member. All right, I think... Oh, okay, fine. Just leave us. All right, let's go ahead and see what's in this box back here. This came in this afternoon, and we're going to see. Oh, wait a minute. Tim B's wearing a Aries EDC Tobacco t-shirt. Jim Miller in honor of Scott being on the show. Nice. Nice. All right, let's see. My carry is up there somewhere. Uh-oh. Trust me, it's Tempest in blue. Nice, and Asso. Thank you, buddy. Also got my Olight Arkfeld for Mick. Nice. I don't know. We're going to find out what's in the box. No, I do. I kind of know what's in the box, but we still get to be surprised whether I'm surprised or not. Cutting it open with that Tanasi Lake. James, I cannot wait for you to have a Firestorm microjet in your hand. Hey, C. Colby, what's up? Does it say Colby? C. Kobe, sorry. All right, so it looks like we got a nice box from Rosecraft here. And this is cool. So, of course, we've got a Rosecraft sticker. Hey, SBKN, thank you for being a Patreon member. I appreciate you. Very cool. Let's see. All right, good. It gave me a little packing slip here. So we have something new from Rosecraft. Nice, Tim. Thank you. And thank you, Enigma Dawn, for being here. So we now have Rosecraft leather drops. We have Rosecraft leather slips now, guys. Look at that. Look at that nice thick leather. Very cool. Nala Chucky Jack from Rosecraft comes in Thursday. Nice, Charlie. All right. David Iverson, hello, sir. Rule number 9. He's sharpening his silver lining. Very cool. Silver lining fractus. Very cool on this. All right, let's see. We've got 2 knives here. All right, so this name is hilarious. This is the Stinking Creek. I can't even say it with a straight face. Stinking Creek sow belly. Stinking Creek sow belly. Knives Are Life has the Kubi Silo. That is from our friend James. Shoot, James. What's his last name now? I'm blanking. But I know who it's from. Low. Thank you. All right, so this is the new sow belly, and you can see I picked the stag version out first. So there is the stag version of the Stinking Creek sow belly. Here we go. Ooh, that blade is covered in oil. Want it for the name alone? Nice, Kevin. I can't wait to see it. That sounds awesome. Hey, Todd Carr. Hey, Knives Are Life. But there you go. That is the Stinking Creek sow belly. Looks like, yeah, it's thicker because of the stag. But, you know, if you're getting stag, you know what you're getting. So very cool. All right, let's put that back in here for now. Hey! Wow. Sorry, guys. I knew that was coming, but I just couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, James Lowe. Yep. All right. Next one is another version of the Stinking Creek sow belly. This one I think is going to be in some sort of wood, if I remember correctly. Carrying my O knife Freeze 2 in copper. Delta 9, I see your question. I will answer that in just a second. So that was Bassmaster with the O knife, and Rory's here with his blue Dust Devil. Cut up all the boxes all day in the dark in the shop. No power. I got you. Kershaw Lucid in blue as well. Nice. Very cool, Rory. Hope you get power back at some point. Hey, Conal. Good to see you. All right, next one. Is this? No, this might be. No, it's ebony, I think, isn't it? Let's see what it says. BSW. I don't know if that's. Oh, it's black sandalwood. Okay. So it's black sandalwood. It's not ebony, but you got kind of a lucky clover. Did the other one have a clover? I don't think so. This has like a clover going on. Let's open it up and wipe the blade. And of course, we got these China stickers on here. Here we go. Hey, Sean Schroyer. Hey, Rusty. Longtime channel member. There you go. That is the Stinking Creek sow belly. I really like the feel of this in hand. Nice blade too. Really nice. So you guys will see my review of those soon. I got to find out when they drop. He sent an email, but I don't remember. There you go, Prado. Blue, blue, blue. Nothing wrong with that. It's a pigmented sandalwood. Okay. All right. What did the pigmented to do with it? Come on. You know you love me, guys. You don't have a choice. All right. You know what? I got a couple more stickers here that I forgot to put in tonight's giveaway. Let me fish these out. That, and that, and that. And I'm going to keep that Rosecraft. No, I have a Rosecraft sitting up there, don't I? Yes, I do. And then I'm going to put this Halloween Sea Reisner cutlery one in there. And I'm going to keep the rest of these. All right. So let's see how this fits in this slip. Hey, Paper Tiger. What? Gons? Don't go to the kazoo stream. Don't go to the dark side. You do what you want. It's all good. There is the Rosecraft slip. You can see we do have a little bit of room in there. So it feels like you could fit even a little bit larger slip joint in there if you wanted to, like one of the double-bladed ones he's had. It feels like, yeah, I mean, it might be tight, but they would definitely fit. And it's really thick leather. Not thick, really, but just kind of stiff. That's the word I'm looking for. But really cool. There it is. There's your Rosecraft slip. So those are available now. And you know what, guys? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put one of these. I'm going to keep one for me to use when I'm carrying a Rosecraft. And I'm going to put the other one in tonight's giveaway, even though I'm not giving away a slip joint tonight. Well, I am giving a slip joint away, but you'll see. It's not a Rosecraft. Let me move some of this. But we'll put that in the giveaway. And we're going to put these stickers over here. By the way, check out this cool sticker here. Isn't that cool? That's the Sea Reisner Cutlery Halloween sticker. And then I also got a titanium Justin sticker here we can give you guys. So that is cool. There is a kazoo stream. But if you go to the kazoo stream, you are not welcome back tonight. Yes, you are. Okay. If you guys want to go to the kazoo stream, that's fine. You'll miss all the fun with me and Scott. And yeah, I mean, if kazoos are your thing, go for it. Okay, put that there. All right, just trying to straighten up a little bit. Kind of got a wreck going on here. All right. So very, very cool indeed. Those are the knives that have come in. I am really glad to have those two coming in, and we will definitely be carrying. I really dig this one. The Stag, I know Stag is a real thing for a lot of people. The thickness of this guy is going to be tough for me to want to carry on a regular basis. It is very thick. I'm just being honest because it's what I do. But man, look how thick those scales are when you compare them. And I know a lot of people love the Stag. Michael Morgan's going to throw rocks at me in a moment. It's just really thick in the hand. So really interesting. Hey, Tree Stabbing Troy, what's up, man? Hey, thank you, SBK. Okay, so Delta, I hope you're still here. I did not forget your question. I wanted to get through the pocket checks. Delta, I'm okay with whichever way you want to do it. Each one takes, if you go to Patreon, they take a portion of what you pay. If you go to YouTube, they take a portion of what you pay. It's easier for you to access the emojis that you can use in the chat and have more, fun, like with gifting memberships and all that kind of stuff if you're a member here on YouTube. But it's up to you. It doesn't really matter to me. I have both, and it doesn't really affect me either way. There is your Dalika salute. Very, very cool. Thank you, JR. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for being a member for 19 months as well. I appreciate that. Who was it? Todd? I cannot do that. I cannot focus on more than one thing at a time. Can't do it. So I picked the stream that I most want to be in. I get other people can do that. I cannot do that. If I was on multiple streams, none of them would get any attention because I just can't handle that. I'm pathetic. Case Salbelly Stockman. Nice. Very cool. And Stag, gotcha. Very cool. You know, if anything, I would bet Patreon takes a slightly smaller cut, but I'm not sure it's enough of a difference, if that makes any sense. No sound effects. See, okay, I just want to clear the air about that. Okay, the only reason I don't like the sound effects is some of these streams play so many sound effects. They play them over the top of while they're trying to talk, and you cannot hear what they're saying. What? Is that what you're going to say? Scarlett walked around the corner and said, I hate that too. Love you, dear. Smarty britches. So, hello. She says hello to everybody. You guys never get to see her. She had a new knife come in today and she won't come show it to you. Where is it? Oh, well, you can't show it if it's upstairs. Because they do care about your knife. Guys, she says you don't. Oh, wait, there's Aries. I'm sorry, dude. You're here. Hang on just a second. I'm coming. Yeah, she's doing good, Tim. And we've all been praying for you around here. So she kind of gets updated on your situation all the time. So definitely praying for you. Freak Show says hello. Everybody's saying hello to you. Hello. That's all you guys are going to get from her. I'm sorry. Just a boring hello.
My wife is
all right. Well, there's Aries. What are you throwing at me? What's up, dude?
What's up? Can you hear me?
All right. So we have to ask the important question before we even tell people who you are. We have to ask the important question. I have several important questions. Number one, are you prepared for the hurricane?
As much as you possibly can be.
Number two, what do you do with your snakes when there's a hurricane coming?
They're pretty protected. They're actually in this room right now, so they're fine.
All right. We're worried about them. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's the only no. Some people only care about Pixel, and he's going to be safe. I promise.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure Tim wants to know how Pixel is. So is our buddy Aries EDC. Scott is his name. If I assume I'm okay to say Scott, but if I'm
fine.
That's fine. And I usually keep my Python in my pants. Thanks, I'm me. Appreciate that. I don't know why I just read that out loud. Yeah, so we don't want your snakes next to the bunny. Actually, to be honest with you, it would be okay with me, but probably not Ashlyn and my wife.
No. That would not be well. That would not end well.
So we have black snakes around here, and Scarlett is really, because he's right there and there's a door right there. So she's like, anytime you go out that door, just don't leave it open. Shut it. And I'm like, okay. All right, I got you. So our folks, our mods are putting up some links. So here's what Scott does, okay? Number one, he is a YouTube creator. So if you are not familiar, go to that YouTube link right down there, and that will take you to his channel. And one thing you might see on his channel is what you see below there, which is his Etsy link, where he makes knives. He actually physically makes fixed blades and sells them. And on his YouTube channel, you can kind of see the progress of what he's making, what he's doing, that kind of stuff. And everybody's putting links up. I love it. Very, very cool. Thank you, El Cap. And you guys know I have somewhere over here an Aries EDC knife, which is the rock hopper. That's what we have here in the frost. There you go. He's got a Damascus one. Look at that. Whoop. Is that wood? What is that?
Yep. Yeah, it's rosewood.
And I like your pins on that one too. That's cool.
Very
nice. Copper pins? Yeah. Very cool. That's awesome.
Liner, rounded spine, rounded handle. Yeah. So you were going to show off your rock copper. This is mine that I made.
Yeah, that's
I made that
pretty
specifically
boss.
for me.
Yeah, you know what you ought to make another one like that down the road for yourself. And I've seen, Mike Luck Knives, Mike D.
Yeah.
Mike keeps buying this steel that's got copper somehow in the blade.
That's Baker Forge Tool.
That
Baker
stuff
Forge
with those copper pins and liners, that would look awesome. I don't know how hard it is to work with.
They do that kumai, and the stuff that they're coming out with that makers are making is just ridiculous.
Yeah, he's shown that a few times, and every time he does it, I'm just like, that's enough. I'm not the biggest copper guy, but but sometimes you see some copper that just, it's like, wow, it's like, love me. This copper is just like, that stuff on that blade is absolutely sick. So a couple of ways, we're going to let Scott talk you guys through this, but there's a bunch of different ways you can get involved with picking up his knives. He does drops now, or you can get it on his monthly books, or bi-monthly, I guess it is now, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. But we'll go through that here in a little bit. And I have people ask me every time I carry a rock hopper, where can I get one? And the answer is go talk to Scott.
And I'm sure we're going to get into it. And I wish it's, supply and demand, and I'm just one person doing this on a part-time.
Well, I kind of take some of the blame for that. I think
no,
I shouldn't have talked about you, man.
No, I mean, it's awesome. The exposure is great.
Yeah.
And the demand is amazing, and I'm trying to keep up with it as much as I possibly can. But and I'm sure we're going to talk about it as far as future goals and everything else. But
yeah,
we're trying to put as many plans that I can get more time in the shop to produce more knives that I possibly can.
Well, but and that's the goal, of course, but we'll talk about that. So number one, Scott, how in the world, where'd you start with knives, and how in the world did some guy just go into his garage one day and start grinding crap and start coming up with knives? Has that even happened? And the reason I asked this is no joke. This is something I've talked about for 20 years. I don't have a garage. I wish I had one. I got nowhere. Look, I got a very small house with 5 people in it. And I literally, if you ask Freak Show, I have about an 8x8 square area right here. No, it's not even that. 7x6 or something. That's my area. And by the way, I'm spilling out of my area. I can't really show you guys because my camera's on the tripod. There are 6 boxes over here full of microjets. Just spewing out into the room, which I'm sure makes everybody else really happy. I've always wanted to. So how do you go from, this is cool, I'd like to try it, to bam, getting the tools, doing this? How does that even happen?
Yeah, it's a kind of a long, convoluted story, so I'll give you the short version of it. So I really started to get into the knives and a lot of the production stuff, and I found a need for a small fixed blade, and I started carrying one, and then I think the evolution of knife people, and I've always been creative working with my hands, like working with wood, and I've always had a garage, and the honeydew list gets longer and longer, and I'm always building stuff for her or for the house, or we're doing something. I built this wall that's behind me. This is my garage. And this room that I'm in was for all the snakes and stuff that I used to have. That's why it's air conditioned and it's somewhat temperature controlled, etc. So I've built a lot, and I started doodling, and I doodled a design, and then I took that design and I put it into wood. I cut it out into wood just so that I could get it in my hand and kind of get an idea of what that kind of felt like.
Right.
And I really obsessed over it. I mean, to the point where I was bringing it, I was just walk around the house with this in my hand, and my wife, I'd be like, "Here, hold this," and she'd be like, "No, I'm not holding that. I want nothing to do with this. What are you doing?" And she and
That's
so
hilarious. When you say it that way, that cracks me up, dude. That's funny.
because she wants nothing. She like your wife. She has no interest in being on camera, no interest on doing stuff. She'll walk
Nope.
by and she'll just be like, "Nope, I want nothing to do with that." And so she was like, "You know what? Why don't you see about getting that made? Find somebody to make that knife for you." And I didn't know a lot about making knives. I knew pretty much nothing except for what I saw in like Forged in Fire or something like that. So I didn't know anything.
Right.
And so I found somebody to make me a knife, and we agreed on a price, and I was clueless to blade thickness and handle materials. Had no idea what I wanted. I just wanted something like this that I can carry every day to use at work. Except I just wanted it stainless.
Right.
That was like
You want
the
it
one
right.
thing I needed was something that was stainless. And so he was like, "Yeah, I can do that for you. 6 to 8 weeks." I was like, "I'll even ship you this blank that you can make the knife based on my design." And he was like, "Cool." He was out of Florida. So I mailed him this. Like 2 weeks later, I didn't hear anything from him. I didn't know what was going on. So I kind of
Oh
reached out
no.
to him, and I'm like, "Hey, did you get that blank I sent you?" And he was like, "I don't know. Let me go check the mailbox." And he's like, "Yeah, I got it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Another couple weeks go by, and I haven't heard anything. I haven't, and then that time frame of 6 to 8 weeks went by, and I still hadn't had any
Oh
updates.
goodness.
Uh, about 3 months later, after pestering him, he finally sent me the knife. The knife was nothing like the design. It was just something he kind of probably did just to get me off his back about bugging him. And at that time, I went to a show and I befriended somebody and who I actually purchased a knife from. And he introduced me to something called stock removal knife making.
Yep.
Because I thought everything was forged and everything else. I was very ignorant to the fact there was this other method. And that was like, wait a minute. You can just cut it, shape it. And then I started to do some research, and my wife was like, "You know what? You could probably do that." And I was like, "Maybe." And she was like, "Put together a list of tools that you would need to get that done, like just to start." This was just supposed to be a hobby. Maybe I make 1 or 2 knives a year.
Right, right.
Good.
Now she wishes she could take it all back.
Yeah. And no, because she she
No, I
she
know.
100% supports because
No,
she
I'm just
knows I love
teasing.
being creative, and if I don't have some kind of creative outlet, I will drive her crazy. So
Yep,
yeah.
understood. That's a
So
lot of us.
so I bought all the tools that I needed just to get started. You saw I used to have the 1x30. I still have it. I had basic things to make sure I have all that. A little Harbor Freight drill press, Harbor Freight bandsaw or portable bandsaw that I bought that swag off-road table for to make it a vertical bandsaw.
Yep.
I had a Dremel tool. I had just basic stuff. And so I made my first knife. And I don't know if you ever make something with your hands and you start with a raw product and turn it into what your somewhat vision is to the best of your ability at that time, there's something very profound about being able to do that. And so that was the
Nice.
first knife that I ever made. It's 440C steel. It's micarta. I put blue. It's probably hard to see, but I put blue liners in it.
That's cool.
And so I took that design and I turned it into my obsession, which that's what this model is called. It's
Right.
called the Obsession because I was literally obsessed with that. So,
With
and
getting it made, right.
so I still carry it. or I still have it. I'm not probably will never get rid of this thing, but that's my first knife that I ever made. And then the bug hit me, and then I started designing other things, and I was, oh, I can make these knives, and started creating different designs. And then I made a design specifically for my wife and my daughter, and then it snowballed into what it is today, which kind of got
Right.
crazy.
That's funny, Chris. Welcome, Chris S. Real quick shout out to O Father and everybody else in the path of this storm. Aries, of course.
Yep.
There's a bunch of you down there. Buckle up, man, and you guys take care of yourself. And I like that. Sounds like he's getting his yard prepared and his O lights prepared and gas cans and
Yeah,
yep.
this plant, yeah, that was hanging in the front, and now it's in here.
It looks like Cousin It's behind you
side of the
there.
room, which is crazy right now.
That's funny. So
Yeah,
it sounds like a classic tale of necessity is the mother of invention, and it's just the way it is we want something, we need something, and then it's just like me in this silly channel. I was looking for short knife reviews at the time. 8 years ago there was no such thing. There was a bunch of guys blowharding about a knife for 30 and 45 minutes. And I'm like, gee, freakity whiz. So I started my own channel to fill a hole at the time. And now everybody's doing short review videos. So it's funny because at the time there wasn't anybody. And I'm not saying I birthed that. I'm just saying, now everybody just changed and started doing short stuff, which is great. Because like I said, at the time I would try to watch a review video and it was Metal Complex or House of Guns or, Gideon's Tactical. And, even if you watch Gideon now, it's often this almost like, documentary on a knife, going out and getting bashed into 10 trees and stuck in the snow to see if it rusts. And I just need to know the stats and how the thing feels in your hand. And I don't need all that crap. So it was the same way that, apparently for you, it was, I really want a knife, a small knife. And you and I've talked about this 100 times. You're big on the smaller knives. I mean, if I'm being honest, I literally don't prefer knives that I can't fit 4 fingers on the handle typically. But like you've said, like we've talked about, because I got something to hold on back here, I'm fine. But it's just not typically my thing. For you, you like the smaller stuff. So you had your eyes on smaller knife. Yep. So there's a CRKT minimalist. So was that an inspiration at all?
That was the gateway. That was the first little fixed blade. I was in a big box.
Give him Foltz, you got to give him credit. There's 2 things about that knife. Number one, it's not the prettiest thing ever. It's just not. Number 2, he actually gave you finger wells and told you where the crap to put your fingers, whether you like it or not. But you know what? It works.
It works.
And it was
I've
risk,
actually met.
and I bet he sold 1 billion of those.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was in a big hardware store, big box hardware store. I saw that sitting on the shelf, and I was like,
"Yep,
that would actually work." And that's where it is. And I've actually met Alan Foltz now and had a conversation, and he's actually handled a couple of my knives, which is like mind blowing, and has invited me to come over to his shop so he can teach me stuff. And it's just like, what is going on? When it's funny that was the gateway. It's kind of a funny story because another maker here locally invited me to like this barbecue he was having, and he was like, yeah, there's going to be some cool people there. And I was like, okay. And I didn't know what Alan Foltz looked like, and I've never seen a picture of him. And we're all sitting around, and eventually, when you around knife people, everybody starts breaking out knives. And he was like, oh yeah, I made this a long time ago. And he pulls out a folder. I open it, and it said Foltz on it. And I was like, wait, you made this? And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, and then it all dawned on me. He's Alan Foltz. And it was just like, oh my God, I'm sitting next to
I
Alan
didn't know
Cole.
there was a premium one, Jim. That's interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah. And
Um,
he still makes custom stuff too.
yep, I knew that. And that's where a lot of those, that's it's here's another thing we can talk about, Aries. And again, I like the fact that you started with the design, you cut that design out, and then you learned how to do the stuff, because that's one of the things people like me that design knives, we often get from some of these guys that started at making their own knives, and now they sit here and go, oh, all these YouTubers thinking they can make knives. I get it. I get it. We all come about it from different places. And you know what? I have a ton of respect for the guys that have stuck their fingers in there, burnt their fingers, cut their fingers, ripped their fingers up, and made the knives from scratch. I have a ton of respect for that. But that doesn't mean there's not an avenue for other people that want to do it a different way. I think there definitely is. There are many ways to skin this cat that's called knife making or knife design.
Yeah.
In my case, I don't make anything, but it's really cool.
You make the designs, and
Yep.
you're very successful at it. It's just, and I'm hoping I started with the making, like you got to handle that, and I
Yes, sir.
still, for me, yes, I like a smaller knife. The reason for that is because I carry on the front scout carry.
Yep.
When I'm at work, getting in and out of my vehicle all day, bending down, twisting, I'm moving around. I don't want a handle sticking me in the side. I want to forget I'm even carrying it, which if you're carrying one of mine, and just like your Dust Devil, it's right there where it does stick out a little bit, but
Right.
it's so thin that it does disappear, and it's the overall package. When
Right.
you get that, and you
100%. And I would.
Here.
Right. I would compare kind of what you're doing. I don't know if you've gotten to see this. By the way, I can send this one to you if you'd like. But this is, by the way, thank you. Thanks, David Jewell, for the member chat there. There you go. There you go. Double Dalika salute. Gotta love it. Very nice. So yeah, this is D Sharon. You see him in the chat all the time. This is his design. It's the muskrat. And it feels sort of similar to an Aries design in many ways. You've got all those kind of elements. It narrows down at the back, but I can still get my fourth finger on there just barely. I wouldn't mind putting a lanyard on this, but I'm not much of a lanyard, person, but it's pretty cool. It is a little thicker behind the edge. Even he said, he would have liked it to be a little bit thinner. But I think this thing performs really, really well. I mean, it really does. It's not a big deal. Do what?
I would love to take a look at that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be glad to send it to you. I've already reviewed it, so I will definitely send it to you. I like the way, he did the micarta. That's another thing. We have different ways of, doing fixed blades. I still have another fixed blade design that's not gone anywhere yet, but I may have to get it made myself.
I'm still waiting for mine. Still waiting for mine.
Yeah, I understand. That's the Dust Devil sticks out a little bit, says the skinny guy. There you go, Troy. There you go. Get him. I guess for me, I only carry with one loop, and somebody and I were talking about Jim and I were talking about this. I carry with one loop because I kind of want it to do that and kind of be out of the way. And I carry it like that. What ends up happening is it hangs on the belt sort of like this, and it's more out of the way for me. Now, everybody has a different way they prefer to carry. And I get it. I mean, shoot, we wouldn't have 32 different sizes of ulti-clip and 52 different this and that if people didn't like carrying stuff different ways. Go ahead, Scott.
No, and I'm not trying to say that the Dust Devil sticks out too much, or I didn't.
Oh no, I knew you weren't.
It's right there, and it's super comfortable in the hand. Really, it's amazing, and it makes it very difficult because I can make it, and then I can see different things that I could do to make it maybe a little bit better, like a taco sheath. Just that much would create a little bit easier, slimmer profile to carry it.
Right.
That's just something that if I had a Dust Devil, I would probably make a taco sheath for it. But that's just
Right.
because I know how to make them,
And
I'm
now
capable of
that I
making
know a
them.
little bit more about them, I think it would be good with the taco sheath for sure.
It
You
would
know,
make
some
it
of these
really
companies,
slim.
and I do, by the way, Derek said he had to argue with Kaiser to get him to do a taco. They would not do it. So, you know, Kubi said, no, this is the style of sheath we do. And I wasn't able to convince them to do it otherwise. So
And
it is what it is.
it's because it gives the carrier more options to be able to carry it in different ways.
Yep. But the whole pattern still sort of dictates that as well. You know, it's, but
if
I
you
get
only
it.
have the one side,
Then you're
kind of more limited. So that's probably
You are.
why they do it.
Yep. And you know, that's similar to, where is it? Same thing on the Griffin, which, you know, I can send you this one as well if you'd like.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Is about the same size as the Dust Devil, and it's in a taco sheath. So if we hold them together, you can see what you're talking about. You've kind of got, you know, like you said, more sheath there.
That slimmer profile.
Yep.
Would it makes like you're carrying both of them, and it's just like that extra little half inch can make a big difference.
I like the muskrat. I'll buy it. I'm not selling the muskrat, but they're dropping more, I believe. Derek's been a super cool dude to me and has been in this chat so much. I want to hold on to that, man. There are knives I sell, and there are knives that have a little bit of, you know, something to them that I don't really want to get rid of, at least not yet. I'll probably end up, to be honest, selling this Griffin just simply because it's a more expensive knife. And I have to keep stuff moving so I can buy more. So it's that simple. It's just the way it is. I got to be able. Let's see. Woodfish says, I love a small fixed blade, and Woodfish, don't anybody listen to him. He's a bad influence. I ordered my first custom slip joint because of him. He showed me his custom slip joint. Now I've ordered one. I don't like Kydex near as much as they do a nice leather pocket sheath with a deep carry. So what he's talking about is sort of like my sheath here that I have on my Edge Knife Works mini Ronin. And that's great. It works great for me too. It goes in the cargo pocket. This is this little guy. Again, Scott, by the way, just at 4 fingers for me. I mean, just barely. And it would be better if it had a lanyard hole and I could put, you know, but this is a fantastic. I mean, this is a guy that obviously understands geometry, and this thing cuts unbelievably well. Let's say hi, Trev. Don't just run away. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. Olaf.
Because I mean, you get into a huge debate over what an EDC fixed blade is for most people,
right?
And everybody has their own different opinion on what that is for them based on their needs. Like I like Kydex because I have enough stuff in my pockets on a daily basis while I'm at work.
Me too.
That I don't have space for a leather sheath in my pocket. There's nothing wrong with them. That's up to that person. So,
Aries, have you ever used Fordite?
It's what that Fordite is like Ford when they're painting their vehicles and all the paint gets on it.
It's that glop.
I have not tried it. That stuff is super expensive, but I would love to get a hold of a chunk of it.
Nice, Neil. Enjoy, man. Very cool. So here's what I was gonna say. I prefer the Kydex. My first preference is the Kydex on the Scout Carry. I'm okay with this. What I'm not really okay with is this. I love this knife. This is literally one of my favorite knives, and I never carry it because, by the way, Scott, again, 4 fingers. But this is an LT Wright daily carry fixie in MagnaCut. Absolutely love this thing, but I don't carry it because of the sheath. It's too big for the knife, and I don't like a dangler. I don't care for it. It's not my thing. So I do want to get Kydex made for this, but I haven't wanted to send it off to anybody yet. So I need to do that. I need to send this to somebody and get a Kydex for this because I want to carry it. I really want to carry it.
I get it. I totally get it. And now, that's the great thing is there's so many different preferences and different ways to carry things. There's no right or wrong. It's just a personal preference. Yeah. Like for me, the rock hopper or the bloom is like the bloom for me is the perfect EDC fixed blade just for my daily needs.
Gotcha.
And I'm talking
what is
daily needs. If you're going camping, you're going outdoors, you're going to do something
you might
else,
need something different,
and
right?
Maybe you choose to carry something different for that specific task. But just everyday carry, I mean, the most that I'm cutting is maybe a cardboard box, and that would be the most that I would be cutting on a daily basis.
1931 Leatherworks. Yeah, that's true. I need to look at that as well.
Yeah,
that's cool, Scott. So just so you guys know, there's two things going on, and I'm gonna let Scott tell you more about this. But number one, what was that? Okay, they're making all kinds of noise. Surprise Holster Works. Will he surprise me? Sounds good. Scott has two ways. So number one, he's been doing Scott alternate months where he has 5 spots on his book, and he makes 5 custom knives. And then the next month he's picking a model and making basically 5 of those and then dropping them for sale. So I think that's actually a pretty cool way of doing it. So my question is, you can go more into what you're doing, but my question is, what is your most popular model on the custom side? Is it the bloom?
Yeah, that's so hard to answer because it kind of gets it. So yes, I would say I've done more blooms than anything else, just because that's kind of my favorite. That's kind of my favorite. Either the bloom, as far as like orders. So like if yes, every other month I open 5 spots up for someone to get in to get a custom built, one of my blades custom built for them. So you get to pick steels, you get to pick handle materials, yada yada. You get to make kind of the custom build, and for that, I think blooms but it's funny because it comes out of left field. Sometimes, oh, you want to do that? Okay, cool. Someone like this month, I'm finishing up 3 blades right now. Somebody asked for a bud, and I haven't done a bud in a while. So this is
cool.
Acid etched and tumbled, and this is a curly raffia handle material, and it kind of has wire going through it. You can see the wire, and then it kind of gave it that
wild
look over here. Not so much on this side, but it's translucent too, so you can actually kind of see through into it. So it's a kind of cool material, and I like doing the books because people hit me with something, and I'm like, oh, okay, I've never worked with that before. Let's try that. I got a rock hopper here with
that's beautiful
Granite. That turned out really nice.
That finish on the blade's pretty too.
Yeah, that hand satin came out nice. I do say so myself, but yeah, it came out really good.
Yeah, Mick, fixed blades are definitely very useful for that kind of thing, for rigging especially. Yep. You do not want a folder if you're rigging.
And then someone went a little crazy with what they wanted this month. This is the Cheeto Bandito design Torcido. This is one of his designs, and he used this poplar burl and this Juma Gem inlay that he wanted to put in it. So I did the inlay, with the brass pins and tubes. Look, Casey, 4 fingers.
Yeah,
4
that thing is
fingers,
wild.
nice small little blade. But
Yeah, that's pretty
yeah.
wild.
And I always put their logo on it, so that's Cheeto's logo. He's the co-designer of that blade, so I don't take all the
Very
credit
cool.
for it. I just make them. But
Yeah, those scales are beautiful, aren't they? Yep, very much.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
So
if you have, I'm going to let Scott tell you a little bit about what, is there a way you can leave the knives that sold already up on your Etsy site for a while to see what was up for grabs? Interesting question. Or have a gallery, maybe?
I leave it up there for the most part.
Interesting. Okay.
But the Etsy store, so what I'm doing right now, which I think is working out fantastic for my brain, is I do a month I'll open the books up and you guys get to pick your either carbon steel ADC RE2 or AEB-L for stainless, and then you get to pick handle materials, all kinds of stuff. So you can do that. So I can only do 5, and the reason for that is this is still just a part-time thing. I do this nights. Okay. I have Fridays dedicated knife day, weekends, but I still have a family and a job and other things.
Of course. So Woodfish, here's what he's talking about. If you go under sales, it'll show you the ones that were already sold here, so you can see well back what he's done, so you can see kind of what he can do. There's those yoke toes that stuck around for a little while.
And the yoke toes were good. If you have Instagram, definitely check me out on Instagram because you can see all my work on Instagram. But yeah, I keep a bunch of stuff up there on Etsy that you can go back and look at.
Yeah, it is there. You just got to dig a little bit for it.
Yeah. So, but on the months where I don't have the books open, then I get to do kind of what I want to do, which is good because that gives me a leeway of what I kind of something that I want to do. And like last month, I did all of those rock hoppers, and I did like 6 rock hoppers, and it worked out really cool. I really liked being able to drop all of them on the store at one time. It was really fun, and they all sold pretty quick. I probably won't do orange. Orange is not a popular color. But
no, for some reason, I mean, I don't know what it is about orange. It's not my favorite either, but it is what it is. I've even had comments. I got this Veyron in from Brian from Winter Blade, and I've had so many people go, that thing is hideous. A lot of people don't like orange. They just don't.
I think if you use it as like a secondary color,
an accent color,
an accent color maybe, but just as like all of my rock were sold except for the orange one, and then Chris was nice enough to.
You know what gets worse comments than orange? Come on! I think it looks great personally. I actually think they came out really cool, but Ultim gets all the bad comments.
They either like it or love it. People like it or love it.
I think these came out really good, and you know what? They're really light. I've been wanting to do this for days now, and I keep forgetting to do it. But the titanium ones are 3.6, and the carbon fiber is 2.9, and I want to say this is going to be lighter. We're about to find out.
I don't know.
So it's the same as the carbon fiber. It's basically the same as the carbon fiber, but it feels good weight wise. I think they came out kind of cool, but what do I know? I've kind of softened up to it because I like the way it feels.
I don't know. I've never felt it. Never felt
grippiness of it. What are you doing, Blue? This is like the 3rd time I've seen Blue say raptor.
Okay. So here's the story.
Okay.
Those who follow my channel and my live streams,
I guess I'm
you
not
guys know
following
the
closely
story.
enough.
So I made that a
Right.
while back.
The claw. Okay, I remember now.
So this is the Talon,
The talon.
and basically, there's a YouTube channel called Simple Little Life, and he's a knife maker, and he put a challenge out where he designed basically this shape, and I put my handle on it, and he kind of opened it up to other makers to make it. And at the time, I was like, I can't make that. There's no way I can't make that design. There was something about it that just kept speaking to me, and I was like, I got to try. So I went ahead and tried, and I was actually able to make an actual finished blade. What Bluminati wants is that blade, but the size of this.
Oh yeah, man.
So he has the Crow, which is the biggest model that I really make, and he wants basically the large version
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
He wants to call it a Raptor.
The Raptor.
So that's what the Raptor is all about, and it'll be a while before I'm
Great
ready to do
question,
that again.
Lou. Do you ever do beads separate from the knives?
I don't,
Okay.
just because all my time that I have free is dedicated to the knives. I don't have an extra time to just go out in the shop and make a bunch of beads and sell them. I do the custom beads on the knives that I make. Like Casey has one on his. I did that one that matched the blade. If you have a knife from me, probably more than likely I've made a bead that complements the blade just because of extra handle material. But I really wish I had more time to just be out there. I'm going to make a bunch of beads today and just go make beads. But all my extra time is dedicated to the knives.
Well, they would sell. You do a fantastic job on these beads. They're so cool.
No, thank you. I mean,
so you alluded to something earlier, and we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Obviously, the knives are cool, but you have a regular job and a family and everything else. But you kind of hinted at future plans. Whatever you want to give us there, let's hear what you have to say.
Well, so number one, I'm working.
Uh-oh. We lost him.
And there is something in the works, and I wish I could share more, but there's really nothing really to share. I don't want to really talk about which company I'm working with yet until I really start to get something in my hand, and then I'll release all that information. But there is something in the works for one of my knives, and that company also is interested in 2 other designs. So they want to do 3 of my designs. I just wasn't ready to pull the trigger and go with all 3 of them at one time. I wanted to do one at a time just to see, because I didn't know much about working with this company and this process, and I'm learning it's a nerve-wracking process, and you have to be really patient because
like I said, the Thunderhead has taken over a year to get to the prototype stage. It just takes forever.
Yeah, so it's taking a while to get any prototypes. I've gotten pictures, but I'm still waiting for that. So on the production side of things, I would kind of like to get some of my knives out in production. So at least if you can't own one of my customs, then you can at least get a production model that is hopefully comparable. It's not obviously going to be a custom, but it's going to be a comparable, that shape, etc. Then on the making side of things, oh God, on the side of things,
Lou's coming at you, man. No, we're talking about your big news, and he said he's just glad he didn't tell you you're really a woman.
I mean, it's really not big news. Yeah, that's my wig right here that I'm just waiting for. So, my goal long term, this time next year, my goal is I'm going to go one less day at work. So right now I'm 4 days a week at work, and the company I work for is very kind, letting me go the 4 days so that I have a designated knife day on Friday. My goal is to go 3 days at work, and then I have 2 days dedicated to knives, and then just continue that. My goal is to just want to be able to make more and up my production to be able to make more knives. I'm like addicted to it, to doing it. People hit me with something like, "Oh yeah, do an inlay." Well, that's sounds very easy. We'll just throw an inlay in the handle, but there's a lot more to it. When you have
Yeah,
10
multi-piece
pieces,
construction. Yeah, it's
you
crazy.
got you got you got liner material because there's black, white, black on either side of the Juma gem. Then you got a black liner, the two pieces of the burl, the copper pin or the brass pins, the Juma gem. So all of that has to match up perfectly, and then it has to, when you glue it up and drill the holes, and so you can't just be like, oh yeah, do an inlay. Hold on. There's a lot.
Well,
There's a lot
yeah,
to
no, it's pretty
getting that
complicated.
look done. Does it look amazing? Yeah, absolutely. But there's a lot of work involved with that. So but that's challenging to me to figure that out and to really dig into how I'm going to put it all together and to do it. So
Leave it,
I
leave it
want to
to
do
Cheeto
more of that kind of stuff.
Yep, leave it to Cheeto to be extra difficult. Yep, absolutely.
Well, he did it with his other Torpedo too, so this is kind of matching. And
Gotcha.
he wanted the brown sheath, so I did a brown sheath and that. So we make it work, and
Yep.
they challenge me, and I'm also coming up with different designs. There's other designs that I haven't even had a chance to make. Different steels I want to play with. I just heard back because, and I'm open about this. I don't heat treat stainless. So I send all my stainless out to be professionally heat treated by Peter's Heat Treat. They're like the name of the business to do it, so I know it's being done correct. I get this certification in the mail with each one, and what I've started to do is make a copy of this and send it with a knife that tells people, hey, your knife was hardened to 61 HRC or 63 HRC, depending on what it is. So they know it was
That's a
done
cool idea.
properly.
Yeah. That's an extra little
And
piece
then,
to go with it.
so I'm waiting right now for a Yoko to get back. I did it in Nitro V. So the Yoko looks like that. So I'm gonna wait for that to come back. That I did that Nitro V. It's almost 4 fingers. It's
Yeah,
probably right
very
there.
close. Yeah.
Yep. And then a model that I redesigned called the Column.
Yep.
And it's the same handle, but it kind of has that chunkier blade shape. So I'm waiting for those two. So that's Nitro V, and I really liked working with it. It's very comparable to AEB, but it has some better qualities to it. So maybe Nitro V can be other options. I'm trying to get other models put into CAD so I can get more blanks cut out. So like on the months where I'm making them, then like all of these that are coming out in October. October is the month of the skeleton, so I'm doing all skeletonized blades.
Oh, okay.
So this is a mini gargoyle, and basically that's what the finished blade is going to look like. I'm not going to put handles on it. I'm not going to do anything. It's a nice little drop point. Everything is rounded off. The spine and the handle.
Hey, Bluminati, how does one whisper in all caps?
Raptor! Raptor! But so
that's a nut.
there's going to be
there. That's
three
cool.
of these. 3 of these available hopefully at the end of October, and then 3 of the naked columns.
Okay.
Kind of what that looks like. But I'm still working on
like,
these. I got to hand sand everything
some
out.
sort of a bird or something with the hole there, the cleaver hole.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody asked me about the hole, and it's just without the hole, it looks weird to me.
Really? Yeah, because there's a little room up there, maybe.
Yeah, because it's just
So
very spacious up there. I don't know.
So I'll
It's
tell
just
you,
a
one
lot.
thing, and I don't know how I'm going to get you to do it. But if I can't get this the fixed blade I'm trying to get a home for, and so far it's not found a home as far as companies. Look, here's the thing. You and I have talked about this before, and matter of fact, this is a great topic for this chat. Sometimes stuff that works ergonomically is not necessarily pretty. You know, so I have an idea for a fixed blade that has an ergonomic purpose. And I was actually told by one company I was trying to get to pick it up. My boss said that's ugly. That was the comment back. They took it to a
Jeez.
meeting.
Don't hold back.
And then another company is currently considering it, but they've been considering it for over a month now. So tells me that ain't happening. But you know, I got to get this thing made because I want to prove that this is going to be fantastic in the hand. I cut it out on just a piece of paper and held it the way I wanted it to feel. And it to me, that's what this, I should just show it. But then I'll get everybody all whipped up into a frenzy here. But
Be careful. Be careful.
yeah, I'm gonna
tread
hold
lightly.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. But it is, you've seen it. I gotta get this thing made, at least one of them. I've actually talked to a couple other companies about that do laser, that do water jet cutting, about cutting a bunch of them for me and then getting them finished, or I could actually put handles on them myself at that point, because I've done that before. But you know, doing the cutting and putting an edge on it for me, and then you know what I mean. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do all that or not.
You let me know, because if you can get it water jetted, I have a company that you send them a CAD file and they can make a small number for a pretty reasonable price. And they have a lot of different steel options that you can choose from. And then
well, that's good to know. Then I need to talk to you.
You let me know, because I could do it.
I might would, if they would do small numbers. I mean, I could see myself doing 10 or 20 of them just to do a test run and see how they do.
Even that's a lot, because when I do my CAD,
5 or
I'm
10?
only getting maybe 5. 3 to 5.
Yeah, if they would do that, I'm just so used to everybody giving me big numbers on everything.
And that was what I found too. Is like, no, I don't want 100 blades. That'll take me a year to get through 100 blades. So when I get my water jetted knives, that's kind of what it looks like. I think this is ADC RV2, a Bloom ADC
that's
RV2.
Cool. Yeah, I would definitely
the holes are all drilled for me. Everything's there. So it's minimal work to get that cleaned up and ready for me to start doing the bevels on it. But yeah, it saves me a ton of time. That is for sure.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that at some point. And I honestly believe if this knife sees the light of day, it will be very popular. It's a totally different. That's true, Keith. Keith can help me too. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can share them around, Keith.
Cool
we could do some let Aries do some, let Keith do some, let somebody else do some, and I can have them from different makers. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let you guys go wild and do your thing on them and sell them, you know.
Yeah.
We could do that tag team. I just want to see it. I honestly believe this is one. I work in television, and I've been trying very hard. Now, the Dust Devil is one that I carry with me a lot when I do games, but now I'm looking for something even a little bit smaller but taller. And that's what this guy is. It's smaller but taller. And I think it would be the absolute perfect solution to something to easily carry, cut some, because here's what I'm cutting when I do games. I'm cutting cardboard, because we have to make like sunshades sometimes, or something to block a TV or whatever. I'm cutting cardboard, I'm cutting rope, I'm cutting tape. Those are the things I'm cutting on a regular basis. And so you know, and that's kind of, and I've used a rock hopper for that as well. Oh,
Yeah,
see, Tim picked up on that.
great.
Look at that. There you go, Tim. Hey, look, I'm about to sell a small knife, and all you small knife people, you ought to buy these up. And then once they're all gone, I'll be like, wow, more small knives, Casey.
I'm
So
for
I
it.
have,
Where's mine?
yes, sir. I have a model. I have a folding model coming up. I just like to get 4 fingers on the handle, Fred. It's that simple. You know, if it's right at the edge of 4, Fred's asking how small is too small. For me, I like to have 4 fingers on the handle. That's just me. But what I was saying is I've got a folder model right now that is probably early next year. I'm probably about to order as soon as the Dust Devils go through. I'm probably gonna, the Dust Devils, the microjets go through. I'm probably gonna order the downdraft, and I'm probably gonna order prototypes for 2 more models. One of those models is a 6.5 inch folder, but it is tall and it is freaking cool. If it comes out the way I want it to, I think it might be one of my favorite models. And yes, it's only 6.5 inches.
Well, so, that's like this. The people, I don't think people slept on this, and this thing is just so good. But you get it in your hand, and you're like, oh yeah, I get it, because you choke up, the blade is there, and it's just it's really good.
Yeah, and again, that's another one. Early on, I caught this a lot. A lot of people still say that the pinion and the microburst are kind of ugly ducklings, and you know, I don't really care. It's you know, they work really, really well. You know, I'm trying to do a little bit of everything, but to me, ergos comes first. Yeah, that's what finger tools are for. Exactly.
And that's why I do all these wooden blanks when I make a knife, because I need to know what it feels, what it's going to feel like. And that gives me an idea. That's your Bloom XL.
Absolutely. There you go.
And it's just, that gives you an understanding of what it's going to feel like. I always go wood first.
People are idiots. Opinion rules.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean, Freak Show brings up a good point. I absolutely love this UK PK right now, but this thing is hideous looking. I mean, it is not a pretty knife. It's not meant to be a pretty knife. It's ergonomically fantastic ergonomically, and a super thin cutter. But they're ugly as crap. I mean, they're not pretty.
People can say that a lot about a lot of Spydercos, and I think non-knife people look at a Spyderco and they're just kind of like, I know when I first started getting into knives, I saw a Spyderco and I was like, that thing is ugly. I don't understand the hole. I don't get the blade shape.
Yeah.
And then you get it in your hand, and then you're like,
now do me a favor, hold your microburst back up one more time. I want to make a point here. This is a guy that uses his knives. Look at that micarta. That is awesome, man. You have worked that thing. That is awesome. Yeah. That looks great.
You spend, and that's like one day at work, and it's gonna get worn in, and it's gonna get. I sweat all day, and I sweat through my shorts and everything else, and it gets on the micarta, and it just gets worn. That's why. Like, if somebody sends me something, I can't carry it to work with me because it's gonna get messed up. But yeah, I love this thing, and this has been with me to work many times. And unfortunately, I just sent the video out what I do for work so people understand. You know, I'm opening some of the worst things you could ever use knives for. I work in the pool industry, so listen, I'm outside, Florida heat, sweating through all of my clothes all day long, and I'm opening bags of salt near chlorine water, working with chlorine, with my hands smell like chlorine at the end of the day, and I'm touching my knives with it, and I'm opening cardboard boxes.
Did cool stuff all summer, and he talked about
when people ask, why do you why are you carrying a quiet carry every day for work? Well, listen, I can throw that in my pocket and I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
LC 200N blade, LC 200N liners, G10. It's gonna be fine. So I don't know. That's just me.
David,
But
it's a 6.5-inch knife, not a 6.5-inch blade. So
total.
let's be clear. Yeah. And Lou, the fixed blade that's kind of the ugly duckling is actually called the anvil, like an anvil cloud. And if you think about it, that might give you some pictures of what it looks like. Oh my goodness, look at this. Gorilla says, I have a sister named Corinne. She's also difficult to work with. Okay, guys, I want to do this one more time. Most of you heard me say this, but there's 106 people in here right now. So I want to say this again. Freak Show, Mrs. Freak Show, and Gorilla are the salt of the friggin' earth. These people drove 5 and 6 and 7 hours to come help me do QC. Gorilla is a quietly hilarious dude. And Freak Show is funny, and Mrs. Freak Show, that we just had a great time. What you got?
no,
Yeah.
look, the microburst is just over, is right at 7
Yes.
inches. So you guys,
Right. So I was talking about
6.5
the
is going to be
anvil.
smaller than that.
Yep.
I'm excited
Yeah,
now.
I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind.
But
Aries
look, hey, how excited is everybody on this microjet?
I hope people are excited. I'm ready to drop
I
them.
am.
They some of the reviewers that I sent them to got them today, so I'm hoping we'll start seeing some more videos. Downdraft, if the microjet is successful, then I will order the downdraft almost right away. So I would assume they'll come in January or February, depending on how quickly I'm able to get them done. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, Robert, I get it, man. I gotta get, look, I do a bad job of promotion. The reason Lefty's knives sell so well is he does a very good job of marketing. So I'm trying to push the brakes for once and actually market my knives. Okay. So I want to try to see what I can do if I actually promote them properly, and we will see what happens. Now, what you need, Aries, is let me see, which one was it? I'm trying to remember. I think it's is it this one? I'm trying to remember. One of these winter blade knives is Van X.
Oh, yeah, I need a winter blade. Definitely.
It's I think it might be is it this guy? One of them is Van X, and I don't remember. There it is. So the Empire, whoops, which I just screwed up, is Van X. So yeah, this guy is Van X. And yes,
beautiful.
I've been cutting.
Yeah, I got to handle a factor, and
this is the Factor 8
in my brain.
Yeah, this is the Factor 8, which is the bigger factor. Obviously for you might like the smaller one better, but for me the 8 is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are coming
that
on the
ting
oh yeah
on that factor just got me.
It's pretty
I got to
cool.
handle some really cool stuff lately, and I'm just like, oh man. I start looking at my collection and I'm like, no, I need to step it up.
Come on, Tim. Stop ragging on me, man. Be Shady, I have a problem. And it's called I have drawn a slip joint that I really love. But I don't have a CAD person. Mark is not adept on slip joints. So, okay. You know somebody that can help me with
Kelly,
geometry?
let me know. Let me know, Kelly.
Gotcha. Okay. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I bet you there'll be some factors available. People wanting to buy the bigger one. Yeah. The ting is kind of not there.
No problem, Chris.
On this one, it doesn't ting as much.
Yeah, that original Factor that I handled, just and I thought I saw. Are they doing a full titanium version of that?
Yes. Yeah, this is
That
aluminum, but there is a full titanium version.
ooh,
Yep, he
gonna
didn't
be
send that one out. I don't blame
no,
him. I don't
no.
blame him. Such a
Jeez.
cool dude, though. Rename it
Yeah,
the
he reached out to me on a video that I did on it. It was
Oh,
cool.
cool. The Anvil Bridge Troll. There you go. That'll work. All right. So, guys, any questions for Scott? We're starting to run into giveaway time here, and we've just been chatting here for a few minutes. I want to make sure if you guys have specific questions, you get a chance to get them answered. So please ask away. And if you're wanting to know if there'll be a raptor, you've already asked that, so there's no reason to ask that right now.
They just like bugging me about it. Everywhere I pop up, they throw that out there.
Well, I kept asking you for a rock hopper XL, and then I just gave up. I
Listen, I have it drawn out. I have it drawn out. It's a 4-finger rock hopper with a little longer blade.
That
I
if
have
you
it
make
drawn
that,
out.
I will be buying one. So Freak Show, I think Freak Show he must have like giant, ridiculous mitts that just hurt knives, but
No Kathleen.
I don't know, he had this supercell just singing, and I can't get it to do it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. He had it tinging like nobody's business. I am not hearing it, but
Then
he had it just.
It's his knife then.
Yeah, I guess. But I think it was that one. Was it the silver one, Freak Show? I think it was. Okay. Is that okay? So we see the comparison there. Nice.
There's your 4 fingers.
Yeah.
Here's the
likey.
comparison.
Brian says his supercell tings. There you go. You got to get it the right way. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had it drawn out. I started, right? I did something. It's like the 4 fingers.
Aries, what is the biggest knife you own?
I own?
Yeah, that's what he said.
What's the biggest knife I own?
People want to know.
Probably.
Yeah, Jim wants an XL rock hopper as well.
Yeah, I know. Everybody starts talking about that.
Yep.
Probably it's either going to be the Cetus. I think I just got something else. I don't remember what it is, but it's not a fixed blade.
Thank you, LCap. He's
not
thinking.
A fixed blade.
Gotcha.
I think I'll go with the Cetus right now. I think I just purchased something recently, and I don't remember off the top of my head what it was. That was a little bit bigger. But yeah, Cetus. Orion Cetus.
Prado is giving you guys a tip. You can get a supercell for $84 with code Kubi at White Mountain. Only 2 versions left. Let's see if I can do it left-handed, Brian. I doubt it. You say in the left hand. Huh. Nope. Nope. Freak Show has grizzly bear size hands. Yes, he does. What? Lou's going crazy tonight on everybody. Ask Scott when he's going to mass produce his package hatchets.
So do you know what that is?
Yes,
do you know
I do. I do.
Casey?
Yeah, I remember seeing you with them.
So the package hatchets.
Ooh, it did it when I closed it. Listen. Do you hear that? Listen.
A little ting.
Ding.
I don't know why these have become so popular with people. I'm working on this one
right now. You got a pry bar and a little cutting edge, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's going to have a pry, and it's going to have a little cutting edge up here on the hatchet part of it. And I've made a couple of them only because when I'm cutting
Ah.
steel out, then I have like this extra piece just kind of sitting there.
Ooh.
Oh, there he got it that time. But
all right, don't put
I
my
don't know.
finger on the clip, I think is what he's saying. Yep. Do you hear it? It's the clip that's resonating. Oh, I didn't get it that time. Oh, come on. Don't know. Anyway, I give up.
But
All right.
when I'm done with this one, it's going to be when I get to 2,000 subs here on YouTube. That's going to be a giveaway. But these aren't something I'm going to mass produce just because they're just like little. What it is like an extra chunk of steel that's left over from when I'm cutting stuff out, and then I turn it into a usable tool. And that's kind of where the package hatchets have all come
And it's
from.
cute.
So it's not something that I do a lot of or go out of my way to make. It's just kind of there. And it's like, oh, let me try to do that. But
yeah, so it's the clip reverberating. That's exactly what it is.
Ooh, I heard that one.
I'm just not good at it. I'm trying to keep my finger off the clip, and I'm not doing a good job. There it was. Okay, I'm done playing.
you're just gonna do it.
I'm like a little kid. I'm like a little kid. Micro hatchet. Yep, absolutely. Packet hatchet for the win. Troy, if we need to get Troy a package hatchet, see if he can stick it in the tree. Stay focused, Casey. Thank you, Robo. Any more questions?
Maddie has one.
Ooh, what we got?
This is a future project. So, do you all remember Tim B's thorn?
Oh, it's more glow? Glow time.
December.
Very cool.
I'm going to make all thorns, and this is all glow material. A blue, green, yellow, purple.
Isn't
pink.
the thorn smaller than the rock hopper?
That's a thorn.
Oh, that one. Okay. No. Okay.
Yeah, that's a thorn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I'd be all right with that one.
That's the thorn. You're just going to sit there and try to get that sound.
Yeah, well. Turbo glow. You can see it from outer space. There you go, Tim. That's hilarious. That is
when
crazy.
you charge it up, when you charge that stuff up, it is so bright.
Turbo glue. Hello, Colleen. All right. Well, it doesn't look like we have any other questions. Scott, what have I missed talking about here? We've kind of had a lot of fun here and just kind of gone everywhere. Ooh, gosh. Really?
Yep.
That is like
that's it glowing. That's it glowing. I just charged it a little bit.
Nuclear.
Yep. Like if I turn the lights off in here, that stuff is so bright. Well, I'm trying to get to 2,000 subs before the end of the year. That would be awesome. I'm at 250 subs away from it. If not, that's cool. But I was kind of hoping to get there. And I'm just trying to put out as many knives as I possibly can. I'm finishing up September's builds right now. I have these 3 that I just did the sheaths for today. I got to put an edge on them, do the lanyards, and then those 3 are done. And then I'm doing these 6 skeletonized blades for October, the gargoyle, and the naked columns.
I'm sorry. First, Mikey would like to know what your sign is. Don't answer. We already know. And Robo would like a leg made out of turbo glow.
Yeah, I'm sure Robo would. But and then December I'm gonna do the glow, and then we're gonna start all over in January. We'll see where it goes. I'm hoping if all the money stays where it needs to be, I can go down to 3 days a week at work and do this a little bit more.
Yeah, he's the Libra. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I'm Aquarius. I'm an
He's a
Aquarius.
Pisces.
But you know, I've been enjoying this YouTube venture very much. I started just my YouTube channel as a way to get my knives out there.
Yep.
Be like, hey, I'm making knives. This is what it looks like. It's going to be available. And then people started to make comments and they wanted to see how. So I started just sharing that. And then it just kind of went from there. And now I want to get into, like, not to steal anything away from you guys, but like the reviews, trying to get more knives on the channel, because I do like
absolutely
folders and production stuff as well. Like this guy that I recently did. And like you do, I can only sit so long to listen to a review. I want to know how much it is, what are the materials, how big it is, and then just a couple little things, and then that's all I really need to know from that review.
Freak show. Here's the problem. I have no idea what I am. I'm just some bald dude. That's what I am.
You don't know your sign?
No, I have zero idea. I'm a weirdo is what I am. But we already knew that. So,
aren't we all?
Yep. That's what I do also. Yeah, Doug is saying he hopes nobody's in the path of the storm. We do have some folks, Scott, included in the path of the storm. So be thinking about these folks, and hopefully it'll just hit the coast and die down before it gets to everybody. But pray for the folks on the coast too. So
yes.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
We know some people that live down near Jupiter. So we're just like,
I'm in like the smack dab middle of the state where I am. So that's hopeful, but still gonna get hit, still gonna be affected.
Right on, David Tooley. That's it. So, but anyway, yeah, this time of year, unfortunately, those tropical storms and hurricanes don't listen to anybody. They just do their own thing.
You can't. Mother Nature is what it is.
So tomorrow I need to remember, for those that have been asking me, I have not sent out the microjet email yet. I need to do that, but it's just if you guys have been listening, you already know it's just 1 p.m. and they're all being sold here on the 15th. They aren't at any dealers or anything like that. So Chris says he's about 45 minutes from Tampa.
Yep.
So yeah, you're pretty much
there too.
Yep. Crazy. Hey, Backcountry Dave, got my supercell in the mail today. It is a banger. Nice, Dave. Glad you like it. I appreciate that. It's been fun seeing those finally get to people. It just Kubi didn't promote them at all. So I'm 140 Rusty for the microjets. They're 140 with 154 cm and either titanium or ultim or carbon fiber. And again, Freak Show's telling me I'm too low on the price again, but we're not listening to Freak Show. And there may be a little perk for channel members. We'll see. I'm still trying to work it out. I got an idea, so we'll see if I get it worked out or not. Who knows if I can actually make it work. My store sucks sometimes, but the reason, guys, I'm not joking. I was this close to switching to the one everybody's using, Shopify. And then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 companies had Shopify shut their store down because they were selling knives. I'm not playing that crap. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. No, we're not giving one away tonight, Woodfish. We are not. I didn't order enough to be given any away, if I'm being honest. But the Shopify shut down. Matter of fact, Griffin, we were talking, they shut him down. They shut down Tyconic with the Tycon 1 there when they were trying to sell it. I'm not I'm not doing it. I'm at a place that even though it's limited and not great, yep, I've got one set aside for you, Jim. You told Chrissy to pick one out for you, and she did. So I have a blue one with your name on it. If I actually remember to send that one to you, I hope I do. But yeah, basically, well, everybody uses Shopify, Delta. I mean, pretty much, EMP, EDC, Devo. I mean, all the folks you're used to use Shopify as their store. I think even Vero does, but it's just they start seeing certain things and they start thinking they're autos because, like, if they see a button, they think it's an auto, or if they see, anything, they trigger certain things and they start blocking them out. So no, I'm not playing, and I'm sticking with where I'm at. And it doesn't give me the same options. You don't get all the fancy stuff, but they don't mess with me. They leave me alone, and I sell what I want, and I'm good. So I'm good with that. Yeah, Etsy doesn't really mess with you, right?
Well, no. I mean, there's hundreds of people selling knives on Etsy,
right,
so they don't mess with you.
Yep.
But
Mick, you don't go on Shopify. You
at
go
some point in time.
Just like if you go on TempestKnives.com, Mick, you have no idea my store is hosted by Equid. It's the same thing. If you go on Devo Knives, you're buying from Devo, but their store is hosted and their credit cards are processed by Shopify. So that's how it works. So you're not going to specifically going to Shopify, but you're using Shopify.
What do you use?
Equid, ECWID, Equid. Again, it's very limited and their customer support is not great. But they, like I said, they leave me alone. Now, I have, by the way, Aries, if you haven't picked this up yet, I'm a pest. Okay. I went to them about a couple of things, 2 or 3 things, and they said, no, we don't do that. And I kept writing them notes. You should do this. You should do this. You should really do this. Here's why you should do this. Did I mention you should do this? And now suddenly those features have shown up. So I'm just going to keep beating on them about more features because it's worked. And I don't care if they give me credit. I don't care if they give me credit. I don't give a rat's patoot. They did not have a way for people to sign up for an email list. They did not have anywhere on their website to put your email in and sign up for me to send email blasts unless you bought something. And I told this lady, I said, surely you can use it. And I told her about a couple things. And she goes, well, we've never thought of that. Let me see. About 5 hours later, she sends an email. Use this. Here's your, and she literally built code for me and let me have an email sign up. And I said, you should offer that to everyone. So who knows if they are, but for now, she literally built me code to have an email sign up.
I need to do that with my production blade that's in the works. I don't want to be a pest, though. I don't want to pester them too much.
No, and you got to be careful. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overdo it, but I'm definitely a pain in the butt.
Yeah. I wait about a month in between reaching out. I try.
Squarespace, I've heard good things about as well. The biggest problem I have with Equid is if you buy from me at Blade Show, you already can tell everybody what Jim will tell you, unless you have cash. And if you want to use a card, I have to literally go to my store. I have to put something in the store. I have to put it in my cart. I have to enter all your information in, including your credit card. And then I can finally sell you a knife. Rather than just having a little machine I hold out and you tap your card on it. I'm not at that point because Equid doesn't do that. That's my big problem. So that's Fred. I use Stripe for my credit card processing, and Stripe asks me when I first started selling knives, Stripe asked me, what kind of knives are you selling? And I said, they are pocket folding knives. They are tools. They're not weapons. They're not automatic. They're not, and they have not talked to me since. They haven't, and they leave me alone, and they approve my store and they leave me alone. But now some of these people, every time they drop a new knife on Spotify, it shuts them down, and they ask, you have to prove that it's not an auto. You have to, and I'm just not going through that.
Wow.
Yes, it is, Mike.
Good to know.
What's that?
Good to know, because I had thought about looking at what they did, but now, no, not going to do that.
So if you wanted to take, for example, this guy, and you wanted to anodize your hardware blue, you absolutely could. It is all titanium. So there's your answer, Mike. Yep, it is. Very, very, yeah, rodents of unusual size. Yep. Greatest comedy movie of all time, right there. Princess Bride. That thing is so cool. So, guys, if you have not done two things out of tonight, you should do both of these right now. Number one, you should go over to YouTube when you're done with this stream, and you should search Aries EDC, and you should sub to his channel. He's trying to get over 2,000, but do me a favor. If you sub, go watch something, go comment, go like, because YouTube will just kill you. They'll take you off because they'll see 20 of you, 30 of you going over there doing it. And they're gonna, so please watch something, comment and like, and they'll know you're for real. Okay. And you're not a bot. Now, the second thing is go check out his Etsy store. Here's a link to the Etsy store. There's nothing for sale up there right now except a bunch of t-shirts and stuff like that, but that's cool too. But and definitely be on the lookout for when he drops more knives. And
at the end of this month,
there you go. End of the month, you're gonna have the skeletonized knives for the spooky season here. That's
the month
cool.
of the skeletons.
I like that. Yeah, and I would like to see one of those with a paracord wrap. I'm just really curious. I mean, somebody knows how to do that. I don't know how to do it, but somebody does.
I've seen how to do it, but I kind of like them like that.
Yeah, I should have worn my Aries shirt tonight. I didn't even think about it. Work was so crazy, and I got down here so late. I didn't even. But he does have really cool shirts for sure.
Yeah,
very cool.
Some cool stuff. All the designs. Got the rock upper shirt.
That's cool. That's the
all
one
designs by my stepdaughter does all these designs. Thorn.
That is cool.
And
Blade Walker, it'll come back, man. Just keep doing the work and it'll come back. I subbed to Aries because he's a Taurus. Yep.
Close.
Any jimping on that little beast?
Which one? These?
I don't know. I think
no
that's
jimping on these, but I am able to do jimping now. I have been able to do it.
Thank you, Pens and Pen Blades. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Pens. Thank you.
He's a good dude too. Go check out Pens and Pen Blades channel too, guys. He's really cool. Yeah, there you go. Nice, Jim. All right. Well, I think I'm going to transition to the giveaway, Scott. You're welcome to hang out or you're welcome to bail, whichever one you'd like to do. And
I'm good to hang. I'll see who wins.
All right.
Maybe I need to enter.
You're welcome to, sir. You should be able to get to the chat. All right. Let's see. Let's get all this stuff up. I've kind of started doing these a little bit different way recently. Just seems to keep the trolls at bay. So just in my timing, that's all. So first things first, you got Ashlyn's at work. So again, we don't have a bunny tonight. I'm sorry. She has been working a bunch lately because we're getting ready to go out of town for a few days, and she's trying to get a bunch of hours in before we do. And so no bunny tonight. I'm sorry. But you do have a bunch of good stickers, including I still have a bunch of these. The Freddy Sasquatch stickers from SMKW. So there's one of those in there. There is Butter Knives Fast number 173. Very cool. Signed by our buddy Trev. There's Big Red EDC. There's O Father. There's Bluminati Ninja, Twisted Sis. There's Titanium Justin. There's Wee and Savivi. There's D Sharon Designs. You name it, it's in here. Well, don't name it because it's not all in here. There's Rosecraft. But very, very cool. That's your swag pack for the winter. Then I'm going to throw in one of these that just came in tonight. This is genuine leather knife slip, medium size from Rosecraft. Here's what it looks like. Here's mine now. I kept one of them and I'm giving one of them away. So it looks like that. Very, very cool. So that'll be in there. And no, you're not actually, there is no slip joint in tonight's giveaway. So I lied. So hopefully you have a slip joint to put in it because there's not. First knife tonight, there are two in the giveaway, is the X-Took Seed. I think, Scott, I talked too much and got rid of everybody. There's only 80 people in here and there were 108 in here earlier. So
you haven't even done the giveaway yet.
I know they all left. I've never had that happen before. Maybe they all went over and they're watching your channel right now. I hope so. There is the X-Took Seed. This is a little Amazon knife, but guys, whoever gets this, let me know what you think, because this is the best $23 knife ever. It really is. Oh, Father has one. He can tell you. Really, really cool. Scott, you would dig this. You really would.
Yeah. I am digging
small.
it. I'm saving for the microjet.
I know. There, and then the last, well, no, wait, there's two more things into it. My goodness, I am really nice tonight. What is wrong with me? The Dylan Mallory designed AES, purchased this from White Mountain and figured I'd give it away. This is the AES from Dylan Mallory from CJRB. That'll be in the giveaway tonight.
Good one. Very good one.
Yeah, the lock bar access could be a little bit better, but other than that, it's a nice knife. Just wish it had slightly better lock bar access. But that's one of those nitpicky KC things. And then last but not least, man, this is a great giveaway. Is an Olight i3T EOS, and this one's open. And what you're actually getting, it looks black if you just look here. This looks like it's black. It's not. This was the special plaid one that they just had in their sale. I bought several of these because I thought it was kind of cool looking. Cool. Doesn't have a battery in it yet. Whoa. Jay Corscadden, $2 Canadian. He's got a downdraft faux show. There you go. There's your Dolica salutes. Thank you, my friend. So that is everything that will be in tonight's giveaway. If I can get it back in the box here. Whoops. And here's the way we're going to do this. I'm going to put a hashtag up on the screen, and you're going to get a chance to enter that hashtag. You only need to enter it once, and you have to have a U.S. mailing address. You can only use one account. Do not enter from multiple accounts. If I find that you are, I will disqualify you. And you have to be here when I draw and answer me within 2 minutes when I ask for you to tell us you're in the chat. Okay? So let's get the hashtag ready. And we're just going to do this. This is an easy one, and you may start entering as soon as I actually put it up on the screen, which is now. No, it's not. Now. There we go. So there's your hashtag. Enter it exactly how you see it. All caps, Aries EDC. Where'd Scott go? There he is. And so please, hideous anvil knife. Yes, Lou. Thank you. Yeah, Robo, if your leg is in the other room, but you can type and say you're here, that's fine. Makuso, all
Hop,
caps.
Robo, hop.
Makuso, all caps. Hop. You're terrible, dude. What's up, Trev? You okay?
Yeah.
What was all the noise earlier? The banging.
I don't know.
I'm going to get a good look.
Banging upstairs.
We were baking.
You were baking? What'd you bake me?
You? Nothing.
You? Wow. You baked and you didn't bring me any?
We made scones.
Where's my scone?
They just got out of the oven.
Dang it.
I like cranberry and white chocolate scones.
No way. Very cool. I want one.
No.
Okay. I don't get a cranberry and white chocolate scone, apparently, Scott. Trevor's being mean.
Well, that's mean.
Yep. There's Oh Father. There's Wayne. There's Backcountry Dave. Enigma Dawn. And we're back up to 117. Whoa, is that Pixel?
Yes, that's Pixel.
Now, don't let him loose in Florida there. Whoa. Is he being a little feisty?
Yeah, he's been in the dark, so he's all active right now.
He's like, let me go.
Yeah.
That's what is he?
It's
An
a ball python.
one. Okay.
But he's piebald. So you can see. There you go. There's your emoji for today.
There you go. That's interesting.
Oh.
He's not.
So
he's
that's
not
the one Tim B wanted.
He's not into being on the stream right now.
No, he's way too active.
Yep. He's a snake, Casey. Come on. Thanks, Tim. Oh, man. If it wasn't for friends like you guys, you know the rest. Who needs enemies? That's all I can say. Everybody's so nice. Man, he's just going.
Yeah.
That's funny. You're having all kinds of fun with him, and he's not having fun with you right now. That's the way this works.
Hey.
Double check your all caps. Some people may be tagging Aries as the user, not the hashtag. Oh, great. Well, probably shouldn't have done that. Guys, all you need to do is hashtag Aries EDC, all in caps. All in caps. There you go, Neil. That's cool. It has to be in all caps. If you did not do it in all caps, yeah, Yenzer, it's not going to work, man. Has to be in all caps. Hashtag Aries EDC in all caps. If it is not in all caps, you will not be entered. I confused everybody. Rory, they're telling you to re-enter as a hashtag. Rory Calhoun. Re-enter as a hashtag, all caps. Just like Dawn just did. Here, I'll put Dawn's up here. You want it just like that. Hashtag Aries EDC. Just like that. Let's see how many entries we have. We have 100 entries and 117 people in here. We're going to draw this shortly. There you go, Yenzer. It's a really cool python. Is that a new breed? Mick says.
No, it's been around forever. It's a piebald mutation they actually found in the wild, and then you just breed them, and then you can make more babies that look like that. But yep, not that crazy. In the ball python world, there's like thousands of different color morphs and everything. It's kind of crazy.
He is
That
not
used to be my
into you.
thing.
That's funny.
He's really active right now. He's probably.
All right, I don't know did Rory get his straight, because I want to go ahead and draw, but I don't want to leave Rory out. Did anybody see if Rory got his in? Ginger Fisher, do it again. Apparently yours is in all caps. Is not all caps. It's a what? Thronadoodle? I don't know what that
I don't
means.
know what that is. I have no idea. Python-a-doodle? I don't know.
All right, Ouchie, you're good. Okay, Rory did. Fook, it's not. It's got to be all caps, man.
All caps.
I think they say
Just
it's
like you see
changing
it.
it on them. They say it's changing it on them.
Oh, because
I don't know. Because you're
That's
here, I
weird, though.
guess. I didn't even think about that.
there you go.
There
Food
you go,
guy.
Fook. All right. I'm going to assume everybody got it because are snakes able to sense storms? Who knows? Aries?
Yeah,
No.
I mean they can sense different things that we can't. That's for sure. I don't know.
It's
what
tagging you. Gotcha. It's tagging Scott. And so it's changing it. Got it. Well, we won't do that again. It's good to know, guys. But we've got enough entries where I'm pretty sure we're good. We got 104 entries. So I think we're good. All right. We're going to go ahead and draw in about 15 seconds. So one last time, if anybody hasn't done it, try it again. There you go, Jim. All right. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. All right, let's see who our winner is. We have 105 entries, and our winner of tonight's giveaway is Cole. Is Cole here?
Congratulations.
Tag Cole. Cole, congratulations. Let me know you are here. Folks, please tag him for me and let me know he is here. And Cole, let me know you are here.
Congratulations.
Yep. Waiting on Cole. What's he got? He's got a car, like a Veyron, it looks like. Yep. Looking for Cole and the Bugatti Veyron. All right, Cole, you got about a minute and a half here to tell me you're here. Otherwise, I will have to redraw. Can you guys tag him? Wow, I don't know what's happening upstairs. I think there's a party.
There he is.
Okay, there you go. Hey, Cole, here's what you need to do, man. You need to send me an email tonight, please, and the sooner the better so I can get it out to you. You want to send it to knivesfast@gmail.com. There you go. Whoops, not .coms. Daggone it. There you go. knivesfast@gmail.com. And if you send it to that, and you please tell me your internet name. Nice. That looks good. Look at there.
Mom took the tip of it.
Why did Mom bite my scone? That's not good. Thank you, guys.
We're waiting for a taste.
Okay, well, I'm can I finish what I'm saying? Cole, send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. Tell me your screen name, your real name. If you can send me a screenshot, that'd be great. And don't mess with that. And then your address, your mailing address, and I will send it out to you. Okay. So they want me to bite the scone that wants to fall apart.
You didn't even have time to taste it.
No, I did. The chocolate. I bit a piece of chocolate right there. And the texture's really good. Did you guys do it from scratch or what?
Yeah.
No way. That's good.
It's her aunt's recipe.
What do you guys think? I don't know. Aries, what do you think, ma'am? It's really good. It's
Yeah, sweets are my downfall, so yeah, I'll take some, please.
Yeah, it has craisins in it, but we went in Food Line and bought our own because Mom said you would kill me if we used ours.
You can use my craisins.
You owe me $3 then.
Okay.
Me, not you. Live $3.
What is very unprofessional? Okay. What are we doing? What's with the email? Okay. Well, I don't know, but definitely send me an email, and I need to get that tonight if I can, please. I would appreciate that. It would just make it easier on me. So very, very cool. Scott, thanks for coming on. Rude to eat in front of starving children. I'm sorry, guys. But Scott, thank you, guys. I hope you had fun. I was hoping, Scott, to be honest. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Delta. Cole is Delta's son. Okay. Got it. Help him out for me, please, and we'll get that done. Awesome. All right. Well, guys, check out Aries EDC, or apparently, what did we say? Taurus EDC.
Don't do that.
You gotta get another. You gotta get another tattoo now, Scott. Sorry, dude. Yep. Where is it? There it is. All right. They're torturing you. All right. I won't eat anymore. I'll wait till I get off camera to eat the rest. But thank you guys for being here. Go check out Aries. Definitely. And appreciate you, Scott. Thank you, man.
Hey, thanks, Casey. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching the Nice Fast channel. See you guys. Bye.